Welcome to the YTM Podcast series, episode 5, Health. For all those who have joined for the first time, it is recommended to watch our previous podcast episodes, especially the first episode, and get more clarity for making your experiences more enriching. Also, to be able to use this podcast journey as a self-help tool for transforming your thoughts before you go on listening. It is a proven fact worldwide that one has to be physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy to enjoy the wheel of life. That is, personal growth and development, relationships, wealth, and self-actualization. It is convincingly true that everyone wants to enjoy a state of good health and live a disease-free life. But unfortunately, almost everyone suffers from some deficiencies or diseases. You may blame external factors like the changing global warming conditions, hectic lifestyles, social or environmental issues, etc. But this will not solve your problems. Health can be a conscious choice. After years of practice, I have realized health is not only the absence of diseases, but also physical, mental, emotional well-being. This cannot be achieved simply by reading or thinking, but by making conscious efforts. In this podcast episode, I will talk about 3 aspects that can help you attain good health. That is, diet, physical health, and mental health. Once you finish listening each aspect, you can write your concluding thoughts. You can also attempt to re-evaluate your success, satisfaction, and happiness as per your concluding thoughts after completing this episode. This can also be collectively done once you finish listening to all the episodes. Diet. Food is an integral part of our body for survival, but people tend to consume as per their taste preferences, not as per their actual body needs, called diet. Well, it will always be an individual choice based on your taste preferences. However, the food for thought here is that you should be conscious of what you eat rather than what you see on food menu. Therefore, to help you understand this, the best option that I can suggest you are from Ayurveda. Ayurveda is an ancient tried and tested methodology to live a healthy life. All of us are not only born with a specific DNA, but also with a specific Prakriti known as nature, that is made of 5 elements, that is, earth, water, fire, air, and ether. This is further divided into 3 doshas, that is, Kapha, Vata, and Pitta. Yatapinde Tat Brahmande is the shloka, which means our body is like our universe. It also means that everything living around us has these 3 elements. Everything that goes into your mouth is considered food. But the idea is to remain balanced and attain good health by eating the prescribed food items only. Therefore, Ayurvedic interventions work through herbs, food, and even lifestyle. You should consult a good Ayurvedic doctor or wellness coach for a detailed or personalized food chart or a diet chart. For the time being, you can find some factors associated with food that can be followed on daily basis. Temperature. Food should be warm as it matches the inner body temperature to get digested easily. It should also not be over or undercooked. Oil. Food should be cooked using natural oils like ghee, that is clarified butter, mustard oil, peanut oil, and olive oil. Pace. Food should be eaten at ease while properly chewing it so that the saliva gets mixed up to help it digest properly. Avoid faulty diet combinations. Some food combinations are a strict no in Ayurveda, like hot food items along with cold food items, cooked food with uncooked food, drinking water while eating food, etc. Naturally available food. Food should be eaten as per natural territorial availability. Avoid chemical-based or preserved food and non-territorial foods. Food time clock. You can't be eating 24/7, so there has to be a minimum gap of around 4 hours and a maximum up to 8 hours between meals according to the sun cycle. Take a pause to reflect, what will you change in your diet? Physical health. So far, I have tried various sources to achieve good physical health, but nothing helps as much as yoga. My thoughts on yoga have always been personally special. I can wholeheartedly say that it has not only delivered a positive impact on my physical health and life, but also on others who practice with me through our wellness services. Yoga is a beautiful yuj, a Sanskrit word which means union of mind, body, breath, and the higher dimension of life. Therefore, it took years of yogic practices to explore various possibilities in yoga. During ancient times, it was the way of life or living. Since the world celebrated the first International Yoga Day on 21st June 2015, there has been a growing demand of yoga gurus, teachers, and trainers globally. This demand especially rises around the International Yoga Day. I also get to address large group of people other than my regular wellness sessions, yoga classes, and personalized sessions. Last year, while virtually addressing a large group of participants on the occasion of International Yoga Day celebration, I was asked to define yoga. So instead of explaining what is yoga, I preferred explaining what is not yoga. Yoga is not yoga. As our world is gradually progressing, we have started deviating from reality. There are many examples to prove this phenomena. Example, the actual word mentioned in authentic scripture is yog, not yoga. How this word got distorted is not the question, but how should it be corrected, used and restored is the most important factor now. Otherwise, the word yoga will eventually become something else. Therefore, from here onwards, I'll be using both yoga and yog, and the rest is up to your independent conscious choice on how you understand and use it going forward. Yoga is not discrimination. The best part of yoga or yog is that anybody can do it anywhere, irrespective of their religion, caste, age, sex, color, body shapes, etc. It does not discriminate against anyone for practicing it. But some people create that discrimination, which is harmful for the society. Yoga is not exercise. Yoga or yoga was not designed for physical exercises initially. It was a complete discipline in itself. It was more of a way of life, a lifestyle practice, not for certain days or months or years, but a lifelong practice. Unfortunately, people including some of the so-called yoga gurus, yoga trainers or teachers consider this just another form of physical exercises around the world. Yoga is not bits and pieces. I sometimes feel bad when I observe how yoga or yoga is promoted in bits and pieces on various social media platforms. They say that if you have X problems, do Y yoga asana. They don't realize that it cannot be only one or two asanas, but it should at least be a combination of pranayama, stretching before asanas and relaxations. Ideally, it should be a complete process of practicing the 8 limbs of yoga, that is Ashtanga Yoga: Yama, Niyama, Pranayama, Asanas, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. Yoga is not all about twisting, bending and balancing. If you think that yoga or yoga is all about twisting, bending and balancing, then you probably have not understood its yogic science correctly. Yes, from the outside it looks like bending, twisting and balancing. But just like an iceberg, only the tip of it is visible. The bigger picture is completely different. Yoga is not to show off. Social media has a lot more potential than it is being used nowadays. There is no point in unnecessarily putting your yoga photographs or videos to show off that you have mastered yoga asanas. And you can do all the weird asanas or postures without any substantial internal experiences or changes. Instead of only spending time getting yourself photographs and then promoting it all over the places to get followers, comments and likes, it is better to spend more time deepening your practices, which will further open new dimension in your life. Yoga is not circus. Have you ever seen a circus wherein animals and circus artists can perform weird and difficult activities? They can also perform complex bodily bends, balances and twists, but they are not called yogis. So what is the difference between them doing a circus show and an authentic yogi practicing yoga or yoga to attain physical, mental, emotional and spiritual well-being? Yoga is not a mocktail. Yes, you heard it right. Yoga or yoga is not a mocktail, because nowadays what is attracting a lot of people is how yoga and yoga can be mixed with gym, Zumba, cardio workout, etc. People love these combinations because it not only offers them value for money, but they also think that by letting them get pulled from all sides, they will achieve everything in one go a lot more quicker than usual. As an authentic yogi and propagator of yogic science, I am mentioning all this on a serious note to reach out to all learners, seekers, practitioners, teachers and trainers who are sincerely aspiring to learn or teach yoga to bring transformational changes for themselves and others. You must try to experience and contribute your bit so that this profound transformational tool is not misunderstood or misused by coming generations. I know that others whose consciousness, knowledge, experiences and objectives are limited will not like this type of yoga or yoga. I hope and pray that whatever you have heard, despite our disagreements, will eventually help you reflect and act consciously. Hence, you will at least try your best to practice and contribute more towards what is yoga or yoga rather than what is not yoga or yoga. What are your concluding thoughts? Based on your interest, choose what you can do to attain good physical health. You can continue with your workout at gym or any other fitness routine, but think of getting a real taste of yoga or yoga as well. Mental health. One of the most significant instruments other than the human body is the mind. There have been a lot of discussion around the world about meditation, mindfulness, no mind and mind control to gain mental health. Meditation is not just an act of simply keeping your eyes closed or sleep. It is a far more profound and a conscious act of self-transformation. Especially in the beginning, you should explore multiple available options without getting conditioned by outside influences. Until you find yourself connected with the one internally, you need to stay on longer to experience the moment, which is beyond any explanation, called meditative experience. Once you get good at it, you will not have to do it consciously because everything naturally becomes a state of meditation for you. Fortunately, after successfully trying various meditations from different authentic sources and having some wonderful meditative experiences, I can say that there cannot be a fixed formula or shoe that can fit all the sizes. Therefore, someone's meditation technique may not necessarily suit everyone. But you can have different experiences from each one of them, provided you can connect with these meditations realistically. In short, I can summarize. In meditation, there is neither outside nor inside, but only the state of pure consciousness and lost duality. This is a personal experience which is beyond explanation. The new buzzword is mindfulness, but unfortunately it is not mindfully understood. Therefore, it is not holistically practiced. I call it Mind Your Fullness, one of our most successful signature program on mindfulness, wherein we help participants holistically experience and attain mindfulness while using our simplified formula of 4 B's for daily practices. That is, be yourself, be healthy, be playful, and be mindful. When people consult me for my advice or services, I always encourage them not to get conditioned before trying any meditations or mindfulness practices. You should openly and freely explore various options, and the one that connects with you will naturally take you to greater possibilities and experiences. Although meditation is an internal journey, initially it is affected by external factors as well. Therefore, it is important to take care of the following external factors before internal experiences. Place. Every place on this earth has an energy zone, and natural places that comprises the 5 elements are always recommended. Considering our modern spaces and facilities, a separate or a dedicated place in your house or facility is good for meditation, wherein only meditation takes place and nothing else. Otherwise, it will distort the energy zone. Time. Timing of meditation is absolutely important, as punctuality will discipline the mind. Moreover, your body and mind will get tuned with the timing, and the best time are dawn and dusk, especially the Brahm Muhurta, which is between 3:30 am to 4:30 am. Habits. Regular practice can convert things into habit, which will eventually not only become convenient subconsciously, but will also reduce discomfort over the period of time. Body positioning. It is important to sit comfortably straight because the spine has an integral role to play as the energy moves inside it. Therefore, regular yoga practice can improve body control and comfort for sitting longer. Breath. Most meditations are naturally correlated with breathing patterns in some or the other ways, as breathing patterns are directly connected with the mind, heart, and thoughts. A faster breathing pattern will make the heart and mind pace faster, and a slower breathing pattern will make the heart and mind slower. Mind. Though meditation itself is a process to control or calm the mind, until that is experienced or achieved, it is important to keep distractions away from it and to avoid keeping it engaged in the past or in the future, so that your energies are more engaged in witnessing your present. Choose an object of concentration. Mind and thoughts need to have an object to engage at a point. Therefore, if an internal object is difficult for you to concentrate on, then try predefining an external object of concentration that can help you achieve a meditative experience. Purity of thoughts. It is important to surround yourself with positivity, as negative thoughts will hurt you. Using spiritual mantras, reading, and sounds can bring some thought purity to you. Controlling the mind through meditation can help, and one can achieve everything, like controlling your thoughts, and further actions will ultimately impact your destiny or results. Anything and everything can be a meditative experience provided one connects to it. And even a small act of your day-to-day activities can be a part of meditation. Time for you to start or continue towards your journey of mental health through meditation.